Hey YouTube, this is Fragments of Memory, aka the Armchair Philosopher. The name of this vid is Social Climbing. This is merely a reaction to another YouTuber by the name of Shin is True. He did a vid called Status and Attraction. And one of the things he addressed was he talked to some friends of his, and they were saying, why is it that the women that I want to be around don't have time for me and don't want me around? Or they always have a myriad of excuses as to why they don't want to be around me. But then the women that I'm not really into, not really having those feelings for, they're following me around, they're making time for me, they're trying to get me to go out with them. And he talked about how he presented this to him, that there is a social status, there is a sort of pecking order in regards to one's status and the degree to which one is attractive to the opposite sex. Now, as far as men go, yes, we are focused on the physical. We are focused on her body, her breasts, hips, buttocks, and thighs. We're focused on her face. We're focused on her eyes. We're focused on how she dresses and what she smells like. Where women, on the other hand, well, let me back it up a little bit. There is a passage in the Quran that even talks about this. Looking for it right now, it is Surah 3, which is Ali Imran, Surah Ali Imran, and Ayat 14. And it says, fair in the eyes of men is the love of things they covet, women and sons, heaped up hoards of gold and silver, horses branded for blood and excellence, and wealth of cattle and well-tilled land. Such are the possessions of this world's life, but in nearness to Allah is the best of the goals to return to. That's from the Yusuf Ali translation of the Quran. But one of the things that is fair to us and we desire are women. One of the things is women. So we have that desire naturally to pursue the woman, to desire a woman, to have her company, to love her, however which way we want to love her. The woman, on the other hand, now I'm going to jump to the woman. Her natural inclination is for herself and her offspring. Dave Chappelle talked about how, in his stand-up, women love comfortable surroundings. And Chris Rock even said how women couldn't go back in lifestyle. Women in lifestyle, you meet the guy that has a car. You don't want to meet the guy that's riding the bus anymore because a man's got a car you can chill in. You got a guy that doesn't live at home with mom. He's got his own place. You meet a guy that has a better place. So this is sort of social status climbing. And you are correct, Shin is true. Because a woman is into something and we're trying to get next to that woman, we're going to, because we're getting next to that woman, we're going to try to be into it so we can get her, so we can try to get after her and get at her. There's another YouTuber named Jason STL. Y'all should check him out. Something he said was how, people give the advice that if you want to attract someone, just be yourself, be yourself. And the reality is no one really got anybody that they did by being themselves. And to a certain degree, I can concede to this because we're trying to put our best foot forward and we're trying to make ourselves look good so we can be selectable. And on a primal level, again, primal, not up here but down here, the woman's concern is not only about what kind of clout that man has, even if he has the appearance of having clout, i.e., can get her in the music business or get her somewhere. She has a better chance of having a better life for herself and, most importantly, any current or potential offspring, because a woman is thinking about the children that she has. And of course, if a man is somewhat desirable and has certain good qualities about him, she wants those qualities to be transferred to her offspring. And of course, the propagation, the continuation of the species and genetic survival, if you really want to get on that tip. And I've even remarked that attraction is an enigma. You can't really control it or alter it. And in my own personal life, I've attracted women to me that, and this is years ago, of course. Years ago when I was a younger man, I'd attract women to me when I wasn't looking for it and when I wasn't trying to get the woman to be interested in me. But when it was a woman that I was into, there seemed to be this sense of desperateness and thirstiness. Again, there's because the man has a desire for the woman, men are thirsty and sort of cave in, and it seems that we become the so-called mark or the trick, as the term goes, because we're trying to get next to that lady, but she's not giving us the time of day unless we do something for her. And it seems to be this sort of strange, almost lose-lose transaction situation where a man is offering his resources for the woman's flesh, and the woman is trading her flesh for the resources, but none is truly satisfied. And unfortunately, we do live in the hip-hop culture where we have been hypnotized by the glam, the bling, the swag. And remember now, the word glamour, believe it or not, comes from a word that means, back in the day, it meant like magic, to cast a spell on someone. If you read any fantasy or science fiction type novels or books or short stories or television programs, well, you can't read a television program, but you follow what I'm saying, that it was to cast a spell on someone. So this is the modern day witchcraft, if you really want to look at it that way. The rapper, the artist, he throws his bling at you, he throws his swag at you, which is almost like glamour. And we get hypnotized, and the woman thinks, I have to be like that so I can have that lifestyle. I have to get with that. Well, there's the regular guy who goes to work, pays his taxes, does things. He's passed over because he's boring. And then also, I think things like, I think not all women, but there are those women who have the fantasy fairy tale idea. They see the basketball wives of whatever state. They see the fairy tale, lifestyle. They see the single ladies, the reality TV shows, which do promote things like drinking and indiscriminate sexuality and partying and dressing up. And of course, the way they dress, they're showing off their bodies to so-called attract certain types of men. So I thought your vid was good, and it really just spoke to me. It spoke to me, and just I began to notice that where a woman's first inclination is, he got a house, he got a car, he got this, he got that, and in essence, she's trying to ensure herself that comfortable life. And there seems to be that chain of attraction or status, and I think women pursue the status, men pursue the flesh. If you really want to get there, if you want to be stereotypical, it seems we want to get on that flesh because our focus is she got hips, buttocks, breasts, and thighs. Or, she pretty, she got good face, she got pretty feet, whatever, where a woman is like, he dresses nice, therefore he must have money. And therefore I can get access to those resources. And I find that interesting that women tend to, or not all, and again, not all. I want to provide that caveat there just because I don't want not all of us do such and such and so and so. But I do think that is affecting relations between men and women. And sometimes men that know that a woman is after their resources will try to play that role so they can see how long they can keep sinking their teeth into the woman's flesh, so to speak. And you have this crazy, chaotic sort of situation going on. And it seems everyone's trying to run game on each other. And it's really bad for us, especially as blacks here, born and educated in America. So it just seems that no one can trust anybody. And everybody's out to do somebody in or run game on or get over on someone. And so instead of just, hey, let's deal with each other. If you're looking for a meal ticket or if you're looking just for a place to dine on flesh, then maybe y'all need to keep it moving. But again, that's my 2 cents on the subject. Thank you, Shin is True, for this vid. Be easy like Sunday morning and take care.